Welcome to SPCA Stories. If you are new to us, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. This week, we're celebrating something truly special, National Volunteer Week, and the incredible people who give their time, their hearts, and their compassion to the animals in our care. Volunteers are the quiet heroes behind so many of our success stories. They show up day after day to walk dogs, comfort shy cats, work with barn animals and wildlife, assist behind the scenes, and help create brighter futures for animals who need it most. In this episode, we'll hear from Angela Bernier, our volunteer program manager, who helps lead and support this amazing community. We'll also share a conversation with longtime cat volunteer Susan Jones, whose dedication has touched countless lives. And we'll also hear some familiar voices from across the SPCA offering their gratitude. This episode is for every volunteer who has ever given their time, their patience, and their love.
I am Angela Bernier, and I'm the volunteer program manager at the SPCA.
And you're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You are amazing. You do so much for this organization.
Oh, thank you.
Well, and how long have you been with us?
13 years. I just hit 13 years in April.
Amazing.
April. Yeah, the beginning of April.
Yep. Yeah, so you've been around some time.
Yes.
So you have a lot of history here.
Yes.
So okay, what is your job title again?
I am the volunteer program manager.
That's very fancy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a very big job. So tell me, in a nutshell, how do you describe what you do to someone you're just meeting for the first time?
Well, we recruit volunteers because we need them to help us in all of our departments. We're very unique in how many animals that we take care of. We need a lot of volunteers. So we meet with them and then we place them. We send them to the department where they're managed by that team and that department. And we're there to support them along their journey. And we like to appreciate them.
Yes.
So that is very important.
Yes.
Because we literally could not do our work and care for animals if we didn't have volunteers.
Yes.
We have our amazing staff team as well, and they work together. So volunteers and staff together, they take care of so many animals.
And how many volunteers do we have?
We have on average every month 500 volunteers.
That's
a
lot.
That's
a lot.
Some days some months we have more and some we have less, but that's our average.
Mm-hmm. We have so many animals to care for. And like you said, we have a wonderful staff, but we couldn't do it without their help.
No.
What is so special about our volunteers?
Oh my goodness. They come to us with so many talents and skills. And the most beautiful thing that they're giving to us is their time. And that is amazing to me because I think we all can appreciate that and understand our time is so valuable. So even in my own life, I think about that. I'm like, I am so busy in my day and they've chosen us to donate their time, help our animals. And that to me, and when I see them working with our animals, it makes me so happy. And I just value them so much. I want to give them all a big, giant hug.
And they do become part of the family.
Absolutely.
So.
There's volunteers that have been here. Our longest volunteer has been here for 36 or 37 years.
Yeah.
And we're in the process right now of looking at all awarding pins to those that have reached their years of service. And when we do that report, it amazes me. I'm like, I see them, but then when I look at the numbers and how many years some people have been here is incredible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's a very unique thing and very special.
We are very grateful to our volunteers. Mm-hmm. So how does one become a volunteer at the SPCA?
Oh, they go to the website, spcamc.org.
One more time.
spcamc.org. And then when you get there, click on How to Help. And that will list all the different departments that we have and need help in. And then you can submit an online application. And then you come for an orientation and we get to meet you.
Fantastic. How old do you have to be to volunteer? That's a question we get a lot.
Oh, yeah. You have to be at least 12. So 12 to 15, they require an adult to be with them while they're volunteering. If they're 16 and 17, they can volunteer on their own. And we get a lot of our, young juniors that want to do their community service here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we love that. So, yeah.
So I know that you've done a lot of work with other nonprofits before your 13 years here with us. You've been in the nonprofit world a lot. And has it been primarily in like an HR volunteer managerial role?
I've done a lot. So in some organizations, they're smaller. And so you do wear more hats, more titles. So I have been a special event coordinator and the volunteer coordinator. I've done fundraising. So I've done a lot in other nonprofits but mostly managing, because that goes together. When you're fundraising, you need volunteers to come to an event. So it would be, something that works simultaneously. I can't speak.
That's okay. I have that. That happens to me too. It happens to me too.
I'm like, what's that word again? But yeah, you're because you need volunteers for everything. So any of the work that I did, if it was special events or fundraising, you need them. So yes, many hats, because nonprofits have limited resources. But it has been the greatest joy of my life to work for nonprofits. I need to do something I'm passionate about. And that to me is everything. So it's I come to work, and then, volunteers are so inspiring. So not only do you, especially at the SPCA, I love our mission for helping animals, but then to see volunteers joining us in that and giving their time is like the icing on the cake.
It's funny because, and I think this has come up in a lot of the podcasts that I've done, that this working here for SPCA Monterey County, it's a special person who ends up landing here. We get special people who land here, and you are absolutely one of those people.
Oh, thank you, Dawn. So are you.
Oh gosh,
I think that about you too.
Thank you so much. So this is Volunteer Appreciation Week. And so we're going to get to know Angela another time. I'm going to get her here on the mic for a full interview. But right now, our main focus is really being cheerleaders and appreciating our volunteers. So, Angela, what do you want to say?
Oh, I adore you, volunteers, and anyone thinking about the SPCA and who that supports us. Our community is an amazing support for the SPCA here. So I love our community. We celebrate you, our volunteers, during National Volunteer Appreciation Week, but we celebrate you every day that you come here, because that is so special for our animals. So thank you so much for everything that you do.
Okay, so we're going to end this on I guess it's a high note.
Well, yes.
We've been on a high note the whole time. Come on, Dawn. So, Angela, you have a very special talent that we want to share. I know you share it every chance you get.
Yeah, when you put a microphone in front of me, all I think about is... Didn't know I could do that, did you?
Angela, thank you so much for your time. And we love our volunteers. Thank you, all volunteers. And, Angela, thank you for getting us the best.
Oh, thank you for having me. And thank you to you.
Meet Susan Jones.
Well, my name is Susan Jones, and I've been in Salinas for a long time. I've been at SPCA since 2011. It'll be 14 years in April. I retired from education and decided I wanted to work with animals versus children, and so I came here.
So how did you get to us? How did we find you?
I just said, well, I'm going to go check out the SPCA. And I came in the month of April I said I could do dogs, cats. I had a horse, so I knew about horses. So I said, I'm going to work with cats.
So that was going to be another question, Susan, is we affectionately refer to you as our cat lady because you're so dedicated. And I was going to ask how that came about. So you love all animals.
I do. I've had 2 horses, so I've loved them too. Richard was here then. And so he kind of showed me around and said, this is what we can do. And then he'd go off and do something. And I said, no, I'm going to be with the cats.
You're so wonderful with the public and with the cats. And I know that you get to know their personalities and you help us make those matches.
I really enjoy talking to the people. And I've had people come back and say, oh, we got my cat from you. And it's doing really well. Then I have people who just come back to visit, to say hi. This one woman and her 2 children have been coming since they were young. They're in college now, and they came back during the Christmas break to visit.
And so you make all those connections. I mean, feline, yes, but of course, human as well. Yeah. So no, that's wonderful. And we really appreciate you. And we know how dedicated you are to our organization, of course, but to the cats. Is there a particular cat that touched? I'm sure you have lots of stories, but is there one in particular that really touched you?
Falcor, the big fat one that we walked up and down the hallway. We did the video of Falcor and me cruising, and he was great.
Tell us about Falcor.
Falcor was 27 pounds.
That's a big cat.
He's a big cat. And so he was sweet. He was really nice, but just big and didn't like to move a lot. And so we would force him to walk up and down the hallways and put music on. And
so he had an exercise program.
He was sweet. He did get adopted. There were so many others. I can't remember their names. And when people say, oh, I got my cat so-and-so, I said, oh, good.
Yes, there are so many cats. So what keeps you coming back to us?
The cat.
The cats.
Kittens. Mm-hmm. And I have friends that work with me. People I see all the time. And I have my Tuesday group. I have a Thursday group. I have a Friday person. And Saturday, it's just, there's so many blue shirts, but there's some nice people there too.
Yes.
But it's the people too. Mm-hmm. And all of customer care staff and animal care staff, they're all really nice people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty wonderful place to be.
I think so.
So. What's the best part about what you do?
The best part is when I get to take a bunch of kittens into a room and just stay there with them and play with them until the public comes.
I tell people, I'll say one of the perks of working here is if I'm ever feeling a little bit blue or a little bit grumpy, which happens, I just go down and I find someone to snuggle with. And sometimes it is a room full of kittens and I just sit there and let them crawl all over me.
That's the best thing to do. And people come in and say, I need cat therapy. I said, yes, I understand that.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's for real. Because it really does help.
It is, because if you see it with a cat and they're purring on your lap, it just kind of dissipates all the anger or craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone were interested in volunteering, what would you say to encourage them?
Oh, I'd say, yes, you should volunteer. It's a great place to be, and explain everything that they could do, and that the laundry and dishes are included. Mm-hmm. It's not something. And our purpose is to get homes for the cats. Mm-hmm. So your job would be to learn about the cats so you can tell the possible owners how wonderful the cat is and what they need.
Thank you for all of your time and dedication and passion. It is so important for all the reasons that we talked about and all of that. And so you're so valuable. And so thank you.
I think I'm going to keep doing it until they start making roundabouts on 68.
Words of gratitude.
Hi, my name is Andrea Leon. I'm the shelter volunteer coordinator at the SPCA. And one of the main reasons I enjoy having our volunteers and working with them is just the impact that they have on the animals.
Hi, volunteers. It's Kimberly Willison, Vice President of Development. I just can't thank you enough for the amazing work that you all do. You bring the magic each and every day. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Beth Brookhauser. I'm the Vice President of Marketing and Communications with SPCA Monterey County. And I love our volunteers because everything we do for the pets, people, and wildlife who depend on us is only made possible because of your help. Thank you so much.
Hi, this is Scott DeLucchi, President and CEO with SPCA Monterey County. And if I had to think of one word to describe our volunteers, I'd say inspiring. We see what you do every day, and you inspire our staff, and we can't thank you enough.
As we close this special episode, we want to say what can never quite be said enough. Thank you. To every SPCA Monterey County volunteer, past and present, your kindness makes a difference every single day. Because of you, animals feel comfort, connection, and hope during some of the most uncertain moments of their lives. Whether you've spent years with us or just started your journey, you are an essential part of everything we do, and we are so grateful for you. If you're listening and feel inspired, we invite you to learn more about becoming a volunteer and joining this incredible community. There's always room for more helping hands and more compassionate hearts. You can find more information at spcamc.org. Thank you for listening to SPCA Stories, and thank you for celebrating the people who make it all possible. Until next time.